By the Montana Television Network. The 10 o'clock news continues on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
The Senate worked into the night as the GOP tries to pass its tax overhaul bill. Supporters say the bill will grow America's economy. Opponents argue it helps the rich at the expense of the middle class.
CBS's Weisha Zhang has the latest tonight from Capitol Hill.
Republicans are trying to get their tax overhaul plan over the finish line.
I think we got a good bill, and I think it's going to pass.
At the center of the Senate plan is a huge cut to the corporate tax rate, which Republicans say will help U.S. workers.
The reduction in rates on businesses means that they have more to invest in their businesses, and one of the byproducts of that is it goes into higher wages for their employees.
Democrats oppose the bill altogether. They warn it's only step one of a longer-range GOP plan that will harm the middle class with cuts to entitlements.
You will not support any cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Do I have that word from you?
I am not going to support any cuts to people who are on the program and need those benefits.
There it is. He just told you he's going to cut Social Security.
Lawmakers' concern about future spending cuts is due in part to a new analysis showing the tax plan will add $1 trillion to the deficit over the next 10 years. Democrats forced a vote to return the measure to committee for a rewrite with smaller deficits. Republicans rallied to defeat the measure.
The motion is not agreed to.
A final vote is expected Friday, and the GOP can only afford to lose 2 votes to get the bill passed. If it does, this Senate plan will have to be reconciled with the House version passed earlier this month. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now, at this point, Senator Steve Daines supports the tax reform bill after saying earlier this week he believed it didn't do enough to support Main Street businesses. Yesterday, of course, he said he'd seen enough changes to vote for that legislation. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator Jon Tester remains concerned about the proposal's impact on the national debt and future generations.
This bill saddles our kids and our grandkids with even more crushing debt by adding, at a minimum, $1.4 trillion to the debt. So why? Why? So that we can give tax giveaways to wealthy and big corporations, and so that some politicians can claim a political victory.
During the floor debate this evening, Tester sponsored an amendment that would have sent the bill back to the Senate Finance Committee and required it to be rewritten to ensure it doesn't add to the deficit over the next decade. Tester's amendment was opposed, though, on a 52-48 party line vote.
President Trump could soon part ways with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, a decision that reportedly could come in a matter of weeks. And now the White House and the State Department are speaking out. CBS News has confirmed the White House has drafted and is circulating a plan for Tillerson's exit, replacing him with current CIA Director Mike Pompeo. According to the New York Times, the latest staff shakeup could come in a matter of weeks. It followed months of growing tension between Tillerson and the president, who reportedly called the president a moron in front of a group of officials back in July. Sources tell CBS News White House Chief of Staff John Kelly has already signed off on the plan. The president and his top diplomat have also expressed sharp differences in tackling international matters, particularly when it comes to the escalating tensions with North Korea. Still ahead, he was everyone's favorite Marine and a great singer. We remember the actor best known for playing Gomer Pyle. Was he a Marine?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And I'll have to double check. And the debate over Bobby Houck rages on online, putting one UM official in kind of a difficult position. Derek comes up next with sports.